Alright, yeah, welcome to this video, and in this video we have been asked as well to solve these problems using the product rule. And the product rule says that if you have a function of this form, y is equal to f of x multiply another function g of x. Now you can define this by saying differentiate the first function and keep the second one, plus keep the first function and define the second function. If you are able to do this, then you are good. Let's take the first question here. So we have y is equal to 3x squared minus 1 multiplied by cosine of x, and the rule says that to find the y all over the x according to this rule, we have to make this function f of x to be equal to 3x squared minus 1, and we have to make g of x as well to be equal to the second function cosine of x. Now if you have two functions multiplying each other, then you can use product rule. So this is f of x, that gives us 3x squared minus 1. Now this will imply that f prime of x is equal to 6x by the power rule, right? Alright, and this will also give us that g prime of x will give us negative sine of x. So we can input this in our rule and see what we get. So the y dx for the first function will be equal to f prime multiplied by g of x. F prime is 6x. G of x is simply cosine of x, plus now f of x is what? 3x squared minus 1, and g prime is negative sine of x. So at the end we get 6x cosine of x minus 3x squared minus 1 sine of x. Now this is the result of the first problem, and the second one says that x squared plus 4x all into sine of 2x. So let's solve that one as well and see what we get. So we have the formula to be y is equal to x squared plus 4x, or multiplying what? Sine 2x. So we have our f of x to be the first function, which is x squared plus 4x, which means that f prime will be what? 2x plus 4, right? Yes. So we also have g of x to be what? Second one, sine of 2x, which implies that g prime of x will be, now sine of 2x will give us cosine of 2x automatically. Remember, don't change the angle. You must not change the angle. Now after this, you multiply it by what we have in this bracket. Its derivative here is what? 2, right? So multiply by 2, which will give us 2 cosine 2x. So when you find sine 2x, you will always get 2 cosine 2x. So we have g prime of x here, and we have f prime too. Let's compute the rule and see what we get. So dy dx of the second function says f prime of x, that is 2x plus 4, into g of x, which is sine 2x, plus g prime of x, which is what? 2 cosine 2x, into, now this g prime of into f of x now is what? X squared plus 4x. So at the end we have 2x plus 4 into sine 2x plus x squared plus 4x into 2 cosine of 2x. Now this is what we get when we differentiate this function. Thank you, and see you in the next lesson.